What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the new album from the band Woods of Desolation, entitled As the Stars. This is released on Northern Silence Productions. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of New South Wales, Australia, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very atmospheric, melancholy style of black metal. This has mainly been a one-man sort of project, but with the additional help of other artists within the black metal world. And in those instances, have released some really amazing albums. Towards the Depths and Torn Beyond Reason. Both albums really beautifully done, amazing musicianship, awesome songwriting, very dense atmosphere, and just an overall immersive listening experience. Now we have the third full length from this band, and as per usual, the main man behind this project is behind the guitar work and the songwriting. But there's some additional help going on here from people in bands such as Druk, Noxul, Drosnang. I might have said the third band name wrong, so I apologize for that. But anyway, they are all involved in the other aspects of this album. Basically drums, bass guitar, and vocals. It's 7 tracks, and it clocks in at around 34 minutes in length, and pretty much, this is an album that didn't really need to overfill itself or add too much filler. I think this is an incredibly perfectly paced record. I think every song that is on here goes by at a very strong pace. I really enjoy the fact that it's as short as it is. I didn't think it needed to be too long or too short. I think it fits in just right. But let's get on to the music itself. The guitar riffs are absolutely mind-blowing, and they tell the story of this album far more than any other instrument on here, I'd say. I mean, just the way the riffs sound, the tremolos, the leads, it just sounds so very beautiful. I love the way that everything comes across, like the opening track, like Falling Leaves, just some very beautifully done guitar work, and then moving on to a track like Unfold, where everything feels a lot more beautiful, soaring in a way. You can almost sense a little bit of a post-rock type of atmosphere. I'm thinking of maybe stuff like Lantlos or early Alcest to a certain extent, but the way that Woods of Desolation handles the guitar thing, I think it's done very smooth and very tastefully. I just love the way that it sounds, and it definitely works so well here. Bass guitar sounds very good. It definitely holds itself very nicely amongst this album's mix. It is a very guitar-driven type of album. It is very powerful and very dominating in this album's mix, but I think the bass guitar sounds very good too. Moving on to the drums, I think the drums are absolutely tremendous sounding here. Lots of great blast beats, the typical kind of black metal style that you would accustomed to hearing on a style like this. I think it sounds really well here. Even the more slower, atmospheric type of moments that appear on the drum performance sound very well here too. Like there's an instrumental track on here, I think, called Anamnesis, and I think the drum work on that particular track is really stunning. I just love the way the drums sound on that particular track. And moving on to the last last 2 songs of this album, I think the drum work is very good. It's varied, it definitely paces itself, and it definitely feels very natural and very right. And moving on to the vocals, I love this vocalist style. Very depraved, very emotional. I just love his delivery, and I think it suits itself nicely for this album style. I think it's really amazing what this vocalist is doing. I kind of wish this had lyrics to it. I'm not sure if there's lyrics to be found on here or not, but whatever he's saying, I definitely believe he has a lot of emotion, and it's a very gripping vocal performance. Very good job, well done. So overall, I think this is another really solid album from this band, continuing on in their own kind of ways the smart instances of atmospheric black metal. If you're into let's say maybe Woden's Throne, or if you're into Agalok, or even stuff like Lantlos or Amisurs, you might find something to enjoy with Woods of Desolation. I think this is a really, really beautiful album. I'm not sure if I like this more than the previous Woods of Desolation records, but I still think this is a really, really awesome album to listen to. I definitely recommend this to anyone who is a fan of atmospheric black metal, or black metal that just sounds very peaceful and serene. If I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say like Falling Leaves, Unfold, Withering Field is another beautiful track, and the closer of this album, Ad Infinitum, really, really amazing songs. I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to the Woods of Desolation Bandcamp, where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you feel it's worthy of being purchased or not. And also, I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to Ominous Domain, which is the North American distributor of this album. This is what the digipack looks like. It's limited to 1,881 copies. You can see the digipack here. That's the main man, D of Woods of Desolation, and it's on a gold CD. Very nicely done. Wish there would have been lyrics, but that's all I can really complain about as far as this album is concerned. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is As the Stars by Woods of Desolation. This is released on Northern Silence Productions. Definitely pick this up if you're able to. And as far as the score is concerned, I'm going to give this a very strong 8 out of 10. Really, really awesome album. Beautiful musicianship. There's just a lot of great things going on here. But anyway, support Woods of Desolation. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for coming to my channel. And until next time, Army Ho out.